Okay, I'm going to talk about the last painting I did. I didn't film myself painting it because, I don't know, I just wanted to get on with it. And I was a bit fed up with, well, I wasn't fed up, but I just done a super complicated one that I filmed quite a lot of. And I wanted to do this one. It was simpler, you know, and although it did take quite a long time, I went and got, I took a photo of some apples out in the garden. They're ones that are still on the tree, they're still tiny, they're only about that big, and they're not going to fall off this, they're not going to fall off, they're just going to stay there and shrivel, I think. And as you can see, the leaf is shriveled up. Okay, so I went out and I took a load of photographs of it. It's just up in the back garden. Took a load of photographs of it, and then I set it all out on the canvas, drew it out with watercolor pencil, and then started painting it. And I painted this by just filling this out with Naples yellow, filling all the apples out with Naples yellow. I did this in what was it? Chromium oxide green or something like that as a base colour, and I don't always do it the same way. And then I just started painting it using the photographs. I could have cut it off and brought it in, but all this kind of bits of water going down over the apples and stuff like that. I mean, it was pissing with rain, you know, and once you bring it in, everything changes, you know, especially these kind of leaves like this. They shrivel up in no time unless they got plenty of water on them, and also quite often they fall off as you bring them in. Okay, so I painted the apples, the leaves, and this, and then I mixed up, and then for the blue, what I usually do is I open these Kimla jars. I mix up a largest quantity of blue. What was this? This one was, I think it was azure blue and white and a bit of cobalt, I think. It depends what I'm looking for. It's always different in every picture, but I mix up a colour that looks good. And I don't mix it up completely because I like it to get, you know, not to be perfect on there. When I'm putting it onto the canvas or the linen. It's actually linen I painted it on. And so and I painted that last, and I needed a lot of paint because for some reason this linen, it's got a kind of really greedy gesso on it, so you have to put loads of paint on it. Sort of sucks the paint onto the linen, and then I just painted it and signed it. So these apples here will stay on until next spring, and then they'll shrivel up, they'll fall off. And the last painting I did before that was one I did at the beginning of lockdown, and I'll show you it now. Okay, this is the painting I did at the beginning of lockdown. It does contain it's apple blossom, and it's got I use this because it's got a little shriveled up apple, like the ones from before was left from last year. They never fall off those trees, those little ones like that, they just stay there. The rest of the painting is lots of things, you know, early spring stuff, apple blossom with bees, and down in the cover all these different ferns and that unfurling. And this one was just outside the door. It's a kind of it's a polyanthus that's past its prime and it's just sort of collapsed. Maybe, I don't know if there was a bit of a frost or something, but it's just collapsed. What else is there? That's a bit of not sure what that is. No, not sure what that is. No. Oh, I know what it is. Looks like a bit of vaccinium, some blueberries or something like that, and the background, just mossy stuff. One of those flies, what are they called? St. Mark's flies. They come out on St Mark's Day. Well, they're supposed to, they don't always though. You don't always get lots of them, but this year we did get lots of them. Okay, this one wasn't actually the first one I did before lockdown. The last one I did before the painting the wet apple one. This was the first big one I did in lockdown. I got a load of canvases from a place in Cornwall, near Callybray, and I kept them for a while, and well, actually no, I got them just before lockdown. We went down there and picked them up with a load of frames, and I saved them to do this one I painted straight away, the others I saved, and I'll just show you what the sort of bit more details of it. There, hopefully it looks alright. Fairly detailed one. There's that apple thing I was telling you about, and then down, that's the St Mark's fly. Okay, I'll go a bit further away. So there's the St Mark's fly, the Polyanthus primula thing. Here we are, all the way along to the Vaccinium with just a little housefly type thing, I think it is. What else have I got up there? Oh yeah, the bee up there on the apple blossom. That's actually crabapple, I think, from down in the wood. There's a nice crabapple tree down there. Quite a big one, in fact.